Welcome to Decades of Horror, the 1980s.
A famous writer once said, reality is the only word in language that should be used in quotes.
This is episode 314, recording June 24th, 2026, reviewing Amityville 3D from 1983.
Gruesome Magazine.
My name is Jeff Moore, and this podcast is about horror films released between 1980 and 1989. Each episode, my co-hosts Bill Mulligan, Crystal Cleveland, and Chad Hunt and I will tackle another classic or not-so-classic film from this radical, gory, influential, and gruesome decade. Chad is off for his summer sabbatical. But anyway, Doc is filling in. Kudos. Joining me tonight is Crystal Cleveland, actress and YouTuber. How you doing, Crystal?
I'm great. Was this movie actually in 3D? Was it?
Oh, I saw it in 3D.
Okay, I didn't know for sure if it was ever actually in 3D because that would have made it fun, I guess.
Also joining us is Doc Rotten, the one, the only.
Rotten?
I asked Doc to give me a short introduction, but he didn't. So I just flubbed through my lines.
There you go.
That's the fun of it.
So how you doing, Doc?
I'm doing good. I'm excited about talking about this movie. It's a guilty pleasure.
Excellent. And last but not least is Bill Mulligan, writer, director, special effects guru, co-host of Decades of Horror, all of them. All around nice guy and a published author. But you know what? I hope everyone at home is wearing their special glasses because it's Cats in Your Lap. Oh my God, it's like they're there. You can almost reach out and pet.
3D.
Oh,
Okay,
That poor cat says, what is going on?
I know.
All right. Decades of Horror and Gruesome Magazine are partnering with Play Now Media on several of their channels. And in fact, Decades of Horror, the 1980s, is on the Wicked Horror TV channel. Now, this is all the channels that Play Now Media do are, you can go to them for free and watch movies with ads. There'll be some premium content you will miss, or you could subscribe, no ads, all the premium content. So whichever one you want to do. And I'm just looking at some films that Wicked Horror TV had on for 1980s. There's A Blade in the Dark from 1983. Absurd, 1981. Has anybody ever heard of any of these?
I've heard of Absurd.
Yeah. We have, let's see, Alien Dead, Beyond the Seventh Door, Black Candles. What else do we have? Bloodsuckers from Outer Space.
Yep.
Hillbillies versus Sasquatch.
Oh,
Wow.
Lord.
And the ever popular Burial Ground are just a few. So check them out. They have a lot of subgenres, so you should be able to find one that you like. On this podcast, we start by giving some basic details of the film we're covering, followed by each of our first impressions of the movie, and then we move on to a general discussion of whatever trips our triggers, hopefully related to the film. And this is a spoiler podcast, so we will almost, maybe intentionally, maybe inadvertently give away the end without a thought.
Oh.
So if you haven't watched this movie, you should go check it out. There will be spoilers. So our topic today, which y'all already know, I just threw this on here because I felt we needed a dose of 3D.
Yeah.
Or a high five.
Yeah.
This is one of the 3D shots. Amityville 3D, 1983, directed by Richard Fleisher, a director we know well. Written by David Ambrose under the pseudonym William Wales. And an uncredited writer, Luciano Vincenzoni. The cast includes Tony Roberts, Tess Harper, Robert Joy, Candy Clark, John Harkins, Lori Loughlin, Meg Ryan, Neil Barry, and Peter Kawanko. Production company is De Laurentiis Entertainment Group, and Estudios Churubusco Azteca in Mexico. Filming locations, Mexico, in Mexico City, and in the National Park Cumbres del Ajusco? I'm not sure if I got that right. And Tom Rivers, New Jersey, which is where the original house is located. Speaking of house, we'll just throw this version up here.
Yeah.
We got to see that at least once. All right. Filming started in February 14th, 1983. Oh, Valentine's Day. Release date, November 18th, 1983. Budget estimated at $6 million. Domestic box office, approximately $6.3 million.
Womp womp.
The synopsis. An inquisitive Reveal magazine journalist, John Baxter, moves into the Amityville house in defiance of the supernatural events connected to it and finds everyone around him besieged by evil manifestations connected to a demonic presence, but refuses to believe any of it. I should add that part. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is Doc's pick. So we would like to hear his first impression.
It is my pick. As I said earlier, this is a guilty pleasure. I did see this in 3D when it got released, and there is one silly scene that made me jump out of my seat because I thought it was going to get me. Let's talk about it. Well, we'll talk about it now. No, we'll talk. Yeah, I'm sitting there watching this movie just out of high school and loving it because it was just a haunted house, and everything's going crazy at the end, and there's a stupid swordfish on the wall.
Oh yeah.
And that damn swordfish comes out and flies right into the camera, and by God, I got out of the way. I thought it was going to get me. I thought I would have done.
Heck yeah.
And I will never forget this movie because of it. This movie is it's considered one of the worst horror films for good reason, because it's bad. But I have a soft spot for it. I enjoy, even though it's sluggish, I just enjoy it. To me, it's more of a haunted house film than an Amityville horror film, even though Amityville horror films are supposed to be haunted house, but they try to go into the possession a lot more. And this one treated it more like ghosts in the house, at least up until the very end. And I don't know. I love the Amityville horror franchise up and through this film. After this, maybe not so much. But yeah, I'm a sucker for 3D. I'm a sucker for Meg Ryan. And this film, Lori Loughlin too.
All righty. Well, thanks, Doc. Let's hear from Crystal, Cleveland Crystal.
Okay, so yeah, but I didn't really remember a lot except for the swordfish. You know, swordfish are actually really mean.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're actually and
Wait, they got
really
swords.
Yeah,
actually
even when they're stuffed.
Apparently, yeah. So I don't remember it as a kid because I think that I probably would have saw this and thought it was lame, honestly. But it's not. It's fine. This movie's fine. It's Dino. So the story is oddly written, and some things happen that just kill me. The friend dying, and then does anyone care at all? Does anyone care at all? It's crazy. It's funny. That's honestly funny because she was such a big part of his life, it seemed like. And then she burns to death in her car and no one seems to care.
Oh, Melanie.
I don't even know if they
Andy
mentioned
Clark.
it.
I don't think
Actually.
so.
No, they in passing.
Yeah, because I'm wait, did they even? Because I'm trying to, but yeah, so that was really funny. Now I try to give it credit because like Doc mentioned, they do go into the possession stuff. I mean, the Amityville stuff is possession too, because that's why the dad kills everybody and stuff. But I will give the dad credit as to why he doesn't want to leave the house. In my mind, I'm okay, fine. Maybe the thing is affecting him and he's not thinking straight or something as to why he wouldn't leave this house because it's just far too much stuff in his face. I mean, the scalding water and stuff. It was very odd. It's very weird. It's not a bad movie, though. And the acting is very, very good. I mean, obviously, you've got Meg Ryan, as I mentioned, Lori Loughlin, and then these other people that are very good too. So the acting is good, and the cinematography is good. The effects are sometimes great. I like the ending monster, and then sometimes super lame, like the floating entity there. So it's a mess in some regards, but it's definitely one everyone should see. I do think it would be interesting to see it in 3D.
Oh, it is.
I
It's
mean, obviously I didn't watch it in 3D. I don't have a 3D television or whatever because I mean, or did you even need a 3D TV? Do they even make 3D TVs anymore?
Oh, ask Doc.
I saw this in the theater in 3D.
Yeah,
but
but
you have a 3D TV.
I do have a 3D TV. I do not have a 3D copy of this film, though.
is your 3D TV new or is it an older TV?
No, they stopped making them a couple years back.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's
And
too
I'm so sad.
because I do think that would be cool. Like I think I'd actually like to have one. I think that would be fun. But so in the theaters, is it just the glasses with the red and blue outlines or something?
Well, there we'll talk more about the 3D effect later, but yeah, I think it was probably released in a few versions.
Okay, because I had no idea. I mean, this seemed totally normal, but I will say, in watching this, I watched it on Tubi, and I swear there were moments where I swear I saw like a red and blue edge on some stuff on the outside, but maybe it was just wishful thinking on my part. Anyway, yeah. So, this movie's better than bad, and it's good, but it's not great. But I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm like the whole God, those kids and the dad not giving CPR to her though. Like, I mean, the whole thing's wild, y'all. Like, okay,
I'm with you
gotta
there.
know.
Everybody just stood
Yeah.
around waiting for the
Yeah.
ambulance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, come on, like who would do that? Who would do that? And her not grabbing the daughter when the daughter came in soaking wet and stuff. Look, like I do get irritated with writing like that. It just bothers me to no end. So, I mean, maybe I was a little frustrated by that, but okay. Okay. And then the mom becoming obsessed with the house when she was so adamant against it. I mean, I get it. The flip-flopping in this movie is insane. Okay. A little bit crazy. I'm fine. Everything's fine. This movie's okay.
It was taken seriously, though. They didn't.
Yeah,
This is
Well, I
straight.
didn't-
They're playing it straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not campy. I never said it was campy or a joke or like
No,
there was
I'm just
nothing
telling everybody watching. Yeah.
like it's not like the acting is super good. Like especially that beginning scene. Like she did a killer job.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was actually really pissed. Okay, I'll admit I was pissed when she died. I wanted her to make it through to the end.
Melanie.
Friend.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that she deserved to be there in the end, and she didn't make it, and that made me angry. And her death was like awful.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, some of it too is I don't like that, but it did make it a little interesting that the entity is like traveling. So it's not even confined to the house. It seems like it can almost attach itself to anyone who's been in the house, which is fine, I guess. Okay, but also
It kind of did that in the first one with the priest, because a lot of stuff that happened to him was after he got back to the his parish.
All right. Well,
And-
yeah.
is that it for first impressions?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Bill.
Bill.
Well,
Waiting
I went to
patiently
see this
along.
in the movie theater because I was one of the people that they were making these 3D movies for. I would go see movies that I knew were not going to be good because I really, really like 3D. I was a big fan, and because of that, they didn't necessarily take a whole lot of care in making the movies. They just said, "Oh, this kind of sucks. Not a great script, but let's make it in 3D. That'll bring them in." And I wouldn't say this is one of the worst horror
Mm-mm.
movies or worst sequels. I
No.
don't even think it's anywhere on the list of the worst Amityville movies, but there's been about 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's probably in the top 5 Amityville movies. But there's a big drop off from number 5 to number 6 to 200.
200.
Yeah, the 3D was good. It was well made. I mean, look, this has a good director who's made a number of notable films. It has a great cast. I mean, a really top-notch cast that should have been given more to do. The effects are fine, and some of the cheesy effects that Crystal sees now, they didn't look quite so bad in 3D. I mean, right now when you're looking at the entity, it's just like a little blob of light or something. That's kind of dopey. But when it was floating, when it was separate from the background and seeming to float beyond the screen, that was kind of cool.
That lavender.
Yeah.
Nebula.
But there's not a big narrative thrust here. Things just happen. They happen, and then it isn't even because that happened, then this happens. No, it's like that happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and okay, 2 hours were done. And the death of Candy Clark being, one of the ones that really stands out because she was such a good character and seemingly someone who's, not just there to be fodder, but in the end was just cannon fodder and had a gruesome, awful death and a pretty good, nice little cheesy 3D.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
Climax to that with the skeleton and all. This was one of those, okay, so better than some of the 3D movies because it probably had a good director. They did more than just throw stuff at you, but they also did a lot of throwing stuff at you. The swordfish.
Yeah.
Every single mic came sticking in your face.
The flies.
The
most effective 3D movie that I remember, and it's been a long time since I saw it in 3D, was the guy in the room full of flies because it really did look like there was an infestation of flies in the theater, which was also sometimes the case with non-3D movies too. But in this case, they were just fake flies, and that was pretty cool. So for what it is, for a cheesy 80s movie, it's fine. It's mid, but it's upper mid, and I sort of enjoyed watching it again. But when you're watching a movie that was very, very much meant to be 3D, I mean, it's even in the title. Even when you go out and get, when you went out and got a VHS thing, it was still called Amityville 3D. And sometimes they would put a little sticker on it, like, this is not 3D. We're not living in the future.
Apparently they had a lot of complaints about that when people bought this.
Sure they did.
They changed the title overseas. They didn't use 3D anywhere overseas when they released it on.
So, but it was fun, and it's certainly nostalgic. Brings me back to that time when, like a fool, I would run out to go see Parasite or Rottweiler or Jaws 3D or Metal Storm. 3D. Oh man, these movies, watching them now is like terrible, especially Parasite. But it was fun, so thanks for picking it, Doc.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
I had fun with it too. I had not seen this. If you follow these podcasts, you know that I'm sort of anti-sequels. I just kind of ignore them unless somebody goes, "Oh my God, it's better than the first one." Otherwise, I'm kind of like going, what made that good was the idea. Now it's not a new idea anymore. You're just anyway. But this is decent. It's way better than what I expected. After when you read about it, it gets a lot of crap. Plus, I have a lot of respect for Richard Fleisher. He's kind of been called in to fix up some movies before, I think. And I enjoyed the cast a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Tony Roberts in hardly anything other than Woody Allen movies, I think. So I don't think, do I have anything else to say about that? I don't think I do, but there was a lot of weird, like the 4 kids go off for the boat ride. And then at one point we see Nancy, Susan's mother, walking into the house, and in the background in the river, you could see this boat, driving insanely. Is that supposed to be them? I don't know. Yes, and then when they come back, it's just kind of the same with, there was no real, the death scene was they're pulling a body out of this boat and laying it on the ground, and people are crying over it, and then they come and give them. I don't know why. I wonder if they filmed something and it didn't work. I did want to mention, IMDb says it's an hour and 45 minutes, but every version I saw is an hour and 30 minutes, hour and 33 minutes all over the 3 different streaming sources on a Blu-ray, on a, everything said 33 minutes. I makes you wonder, I guess. Makes me wonder. I don't know if it makes you wonder.
It felt like an hour 45.
I think Crystal's cat just booted her off.
I think it did.
She'll be back.
There.
It's big enough to run the show, that's for sure.
Hopefully it didn't reformat her whole hard drive. There she is. Was that cat related? Oh, you're on mute.
Oh, there you go.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You're fine.
Okay. Yeah.
They're masters at that. They just know which key to step on.
She just closed the window. That's all. It actually wasn't so bad. I got in quick. I was like, oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Humans have been known to do that too.
Yeah, at least you didn't send an email.
Yeah. Oh, well, she probably did, but we'll find
All
out.
Well, folks, Doc puts together these character cards, which is really kind of fun. We enjoy it.
Yep.
So
Yes.
what do you got for this movie, Doc?
Well, we're going to start off with Tony Roberts as our lead, John Baxter, skeptical, cynical journalist who buys the infamous Amityville house to debunk the rumors surrounding it.
How did that work out for him?
He did not do so in this movie, but he was pretty adamant.
Oh, yeah. Long after any sane person would have figured out there was shenanigans afoot.
Well, what was really irritating was when he was talking to, God, who was, I think it was Melanie, and she was describing what happened. And
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, well, people tend to see what they expect to see. If you're expecting to see something, and then I wonder why it only appears to you, but I didn't see it, like
he
what
was
a
a
gaslighter. He was
a
bit
of a dick.
you must just be a crazy, frantic, psychotic woman.
Hysterical.
Hysterical. That was the word I was looking for. Anyway, yeah. And I'll save it.
You will.
Well, I was going to say something about the actor, but I'll wait till. But the acting was good. He does a good job in this, and it doesn't. Once he gets to that point, it doesn't take much for him to convert. He sort of acts like he's going to let that guy come and do this deep dive investigation, but he doesn't really. It's not really going to do anything. But once they get there, he seems intently involved. So.
Yeah, he's only doing it to satisfy the wife, try to get her out of whatever funk he sees her in. But lo and behold, I like him. I mean, you need a skeptic. And the skeptic's got to make it through the film until it hits the fan, and that's when he turns, and that's exactly what they did with this guy. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Then there's his wife, who's a very much a supporting character for three quarters of the film, and then suddenly she becomes almost the focus. Tess Harper is Nancy Baxter, ex-wife who is concerned about her husband and daughter's safety living in the Amityville house.
And there she has actually perfected the disappointed ex-wife glare.
Oh my God. It burned. It burned.
Forget the 3D. You could feel that coming out of the screen, boy.
She absolutely did. But then she, I understand her weirdness at the end. I think, Crystal, you were bringing it up that why did this character flip flop? I mean,
oh no, I know why she did it because she thought her daughter was there, of course.
Yeah.
But it's just dumb. It's just silly.
Yeah.
The whole thing's so weird.
Yeah, she wasn't going to admit that her daughter was dead. She just wasn't going to do it, and because she saw her, and that scene is actually pretty creepy.
I thought that was a good scene. I thought that was well done and appropriately creepy and everything. Where she's like, she's right back here, and goes running, and of course she's not there. It's like, yeah, that was neat. But yeah,
well. And it helped that they're all such good actors because she played that She played that
Oh, this
perfectly
could have
when
been
she
a
runs out there and
terrible
going,
role.
no. She's grasping it.
Yeah, the actress was able to get a lot out of a small role. And
She got a lot of meat at the end to
Yeah.
do so.
and initially not a likable role, although she was
Mhm.
right, but being right doesn't make the audience love you when you're the one telling everyone,
Yeah.
don't go in the house, and the audience is like, well, if they don't, why are we here?
Mhm.
There's no movie if people don't go in the house. Nobody likes the harbinger. Nobody likes the person saying don't do this, because that's where all our entertainment's going to come from.
Right. Until she's not, she's the same one.
And that, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it made sense for her to go to the house because when she's on the phone with, I guess, Lisa's mom, I know where she is. So she's going to go catch them and be that mom. And whoops.
Here
Didn't work
comes Karen.
Yep. Her name's Karen Baxter.
I just saw there's an Amityville movie called Amityville Karen, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's
They
all
have
kinds of-
Amityville everything because it's technically the city or something, I think.
Right.
isn't
Oh,
it? Or-
Yeah, it's a
so
town.
they're able to use it. But it's technically not part of the franchise.
We could make a movie called Amityville Podcast. They've already done Amityville Shark
Yeah.
and Amityville Shark 2, and
Yeah. I don't think you can use the word horror because that goes to the book. So you have to call it something other than that. But it's interesting is that this is the last film that was able to shoot at the location.
Oh.
So all the shots are from the back instead of the front because they by this time they had remodeled the front to get rid of the the devil eye windows and stuff.
Yeah.
But they still had them in the back, so that's why you see it from the lakeside.
this was before bed and breakfast, when the people would have realized they had a gold mine on their hands.
Yes.
Well, the guys that that bought it before him were just, fake spiritualists milking
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
The spitting on Melanie was it's
Oh.
ridiculous. Okay. I'm like,
Which
oh my
I
God.
thought I gotta say that opening sequence is the best part of the movie, and it's kind of made up when you know the real story of the Amityville house and everything. It's like, yep, this is cutting pretty close to the bone here.
Yeah, because this story is based on not the book, but an investigator that did research on the house.
Right.
But
And
obviously,
it amazed me. I
quite a
remember
bit, but-
The guy
thinking
that
how
was trying to
weird it was.
debunk it. Yeah.
When I went to see the movie, on the poster, they go out of their way to say, this is not a sequel to the Amityville Horror or Amityville 2. And I'm like, it ain't? Oh, okay. So the 3 really does stand for 3D.
Yep. All right, we've been speaking about Melanie, so let's take a look at her. This is Candy Clark as Melanie.
Yay.
She's an investigative photographer who's convinced something is wrong with the Amityville house. And boy, is she right.
She's right for all the good it does her.
Yep.
And one of the great
She's a
fake
great
outs.
actress.
Yeah, one of the great
Mhm.
fake outs of this character where she almost gets killed by the pipe that then almost kills everyone in the
Yeah.
audience by popping out of the screen.
Mhm.
And just I'm safe. And then nope, you're not. You wish you'd been killed by a pipe. That would have been a quick
Yeah, that would have
slip
been
of brain
quick.
death right
Mhm.
away. Instead, nope. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
She already
did
had
not
to-
deserve that.
Well, she thought she was going to get killed by the maid.
and then she almost was killed by all the
Mhm.
snow or ice or whatever the heck was flowing out.
This is
of
like
the
one of those
basement.
Final Destination things where it's like death tries to take you out twice in a relatively quick, merciful way, but you manage to escape. It's like, well, then I guess it's time for fire. If
Yeah,
you escape
yeah.
from that, fire ants. I mean, one way or another, we're just going to keep ramping
Fire
up the
ants.
horror until you die.
Oh man, but I like Candy Clark. She did a good
She was
job.
a good
here playing
character,
herself.
yeah.
She's
Really deserved
Excellent.
better than what she got here.
Yeah.
I was probably more invested in her.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I liked
You know,
her
for the
way
first
more than the
third of
wife.
film, yeah.
Well, she was
Oh,
good
yeah.
at that whole the sequence with the maid or whoever that woman was, where Dorothy, where
Mhm.
she kind of collapses into, I don't want to say hysterical, but emotional release, sort of laughs while
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, I thought she was really good at that. That was
Yeah.
surprising. You don't see people do that often.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised that they didn't do what I would have expected, which is kill the ex-wife and keep her.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be in a relationship. I thought that's what they were angling for, but
yeah, but then he would have been more upset. It's just so weird. So the whole
so
thing.
both her and the daughter dying is like, so those are the two most likable characters in this movie.
Yeah,
pretty bold choice.
Yeah. I mean, that horror, bad things happen to people who don't deserve it. So.
All right, and then we have the paranormal researcher. This is Robert Joy's Elliot West, also parapsychologist who helps John Baxter investigate the Amityville house, and a little bit Captain Exposition in some ways.
Yeah,
and then exposing. Well, I like it first because at first he's part of exposing the two that are scamming everybody. And then he's trying to actually say, well, this one actually might be haunted. Let's get into it. And it's really cool to see all the equipment before, all those equipments got very popular in the early aughts with all the paranormal shows.
Yeah.
And they said the big screen.
What's interesting is I feel like he was one of the worst actors in this. I think he's better now. I really like him in From, but here when he was talking to the wife and she was trying to get answers, he's like, I'm sorry, I can't give you the answers that you want. Okay, it's just so bad. It was just not great. Maybe it's because everyone else is so good that he didn't seem as good. But once again, too, with him, he's like, he seemed very anti, paranormal. And then when the dad comes around, he's like, well, maybe she did see something. Why do we do a paranormal? I'm like, okay, this is so weird. Yeah.
But the character is inconsistent because he initially he's like a debunker, and that's cool. And
see, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
When they need him to be, all of a sudden he's whipping out the equipment. You mentioned the equipment, Doc, and I have friends who are into the paranormal and into ghost chasing and all that and everything. I have total respect for him, and I am open to anything. I'm still holding out hope for Nessie. But whenever these people pop up on the screen or in real life, and they're like, look at this. Look at the lights blinking on this. I'm like, and this is a ghost detector. It's like, well, obviously it is not a ghost detector because there is nothing that you measure how much ghost you have. What is it measuring? Temperature, electromagnetism. It's doing something. You've just decided that if suddenly there's a burst of electromagnetism, the only possible explanation is ghosts. And you know what? You might be right. You might be absolutely right. But to go from, I'm a scientific guy and now I'm just pulling data out of my rear end hindquarters, I don't know. It's like one or the other.
Yeah, I liked it when he said
he's such an expert. He manages to get himself killed by the ghost. So
Yeah, and with what's ridiculous is that was a damn house full of freaking people, and no one could save him. It's just so dumb. It's so ridiculous, y'all.
They were just extras. What do you expect?
If there's a haunted house, it's got a well in it. You know where I'm not sticking my face?
In the well.
Well, I know.
Anywhere near that well. I'm not going anywhere near that
bubbling water that's glowing.
I don't like regular non-haunted wells.
For real.
Yeah, there's two wells you don't want to go near. This one and the one from Ring. So stay away from wells. We should have learned a long time ago. But did you catch it when they said, take a look at the big screen, and the screen is like smaller than our monitors nowadays? Tiny little
technology marches on.
Yeah. All right, we got Lori Loughlin, who many people might recognize from TV shows, as Susan Baxter, a lively, fun-loving, typical 80s teenager who treats the infamous Holmes' dark history as a thrilling superstition.
Yeah, how does that work out for her? Not that great either. Not that the whole movie's about things not working out well for people.
Yeah. But to be fair, it wasn't necessarily her fault.
The house was cheap. The house was cheap. You gotta admit that. Yeah.
Well, it was her fault though. She shouldn't have been going to the house. Like her mom told her not to, and she disobeyed her.
Well,
Well,
So-
she had peer pressure. Peer pressure is huge.
Yeah.
That's dumb. No,
Especially-
that's why kids
Oh,
are
Lisa
stupid.
gets her way most of the time, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
think so.
why. Lisa should have been the one to die. She was trouble. Okay.
I know, because she doesn't.
Mhm.
Once that happens, kids are out of the picture. We don't see them
Yep.
again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
They served their purpose. They
And
Yeah.
to go to the
got
house,
the
with
lunch
Ouija
line
board,
from then on.
I will go
Crazy.
to a supposedly haunted house, and I just made a movie with a Ouija board. But the reason that I just collected my first pension check is because I don't do things like go to a haunted house with a Ouija board. You know,
Yeah.
playing Russian
Oh.
roulette
One or
with
the
a
other, but not
loaded
both, right?
revolver.
They didn't actually take one there. They made an improvised
Oh,
one
the worst
on the
kind,
floor.
worst kind.
Oh yeah. Which clever. You
That's
know,
just
I mean,
insulting the ghost. Now you're ticking them off.
You know,
Well,
they-
he did throw the glass across the wall, or she,
Yeah.
or whatever it was. Yeah.
And then speaking of Lisa, is a very young
Oh
Meg
my-
Ryan. Hers
Very
second,
young. Meg Ryan.
second role ever.
Free spirited, huh?
Yeah, free spirited,
Mm-hmm.
outgoing, deeply fascinated by the gruesome lore surrounding the Amityville house.
boy,
But
that
she-
is really like the role that she played every freaking time, isn't it?
Yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of
This really
Yeah.
did set the
one mode.
Yeah.
Kind of like Sleepless in Seattle type of,
Hmm.
but not. There's some other ones where she was.
Hey.
What was she in?
she milked it to the bone. She made a lot of
But yeah, and this one
movies
she's-
with it.
Yeah.
She may have gotten typecast, but it was a good type
Yeah.
for the 80s, and she had the right look for it.
Yes, and you can see it here. You can see it
Mhm.
bubbling. It's
She's got a little of that.
it hasn't
star
been
power.
honed yet. Hasn't been honed yet. It's still, because he's a little over the top.
She's
but-
young.
Yeah.
Like she's
But
really
it
young
is
here,
interesting
like-
sometimes when you see an actor in these, they're starting out, they're making horror movies and stuff. And it is sometimes interesting to see. It's like there's something there. There is that little bit of star quality that somehow comes through. Everyone else had the same crappy script. Everybody else had the same director and everything. But this, victim number 4 from Jason, that guy's going places, and sure enough, he's Johnny Depp or something. And it is interesting to see that happen.
Yeah, she seems totally loose and
Bacon, I think
natural
we'll
about it
do-
too. She looks like she's having fun, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
What's interesting
Of course,
is like,
Kevin Bacon got killed by Jason. Johnny Depp got killed by Freddy, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But she's in this movie. Dennis Quaid is in Jaws 3D. And
Yeah.
then John Mellencamp's all over the radio singing about Jack and Diane. If you know, you know.
Oh, okay.
Do you
They
know?
got married, right?
I don't.
She married Dennis Quaid, and
I
they
know
got
they're married, but
divorced,
what's
and
that
now
got to do
she's-
with
Yeah.
Jack and Diane?
and now
Yeah.
she's married to John Cougar Mellencamp.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Oh,
Mm.
what do you know?
I didn't know she was married to John Cougar Mellencamp. Like, had no
John
idea.
Mellencamp. He'll
John
never,
Cougar at
he'll
some
never,
point?
yeah, well, he did. He'll never not be John Cougar to me.
I remember that being
Yeah,
a big deal.
why
It's
would
like,
he
I'm not
drop
John
the
Cougar
middle name?
Mellencamp anymore. I'm just John Mellencamp. It's like, okay, we really didn't
That's
need that announcement.
stupid.
This
Well,
is not like
he's-
Like-
Prince saying, here's something you can't pronounce. But
It's ego. It's entirely ego. This
So,
guy-
is his middle name actually Cougar, or did
no,
he make that
no,
up?
stage name.
Oh, okay.
Stage name.
I think
So that's-
his first album, I think, just said John Cougar.
Yeah, the second one did too.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then he
Yeah,
had
American Fool was the
Mellencamp,
one
and
that-
then it was sort of
Right.
a transition. It seemed like.
Okay, I see.
But anyway, that didn't go where I wanted it to. But here we go.
Well,
This is a Monster Noel.
yeah,
I do
Yeah.
think that's cool. I like the monster.
he's a cool monster.
Mhm.
We don't know why he does the things he does, or
What it is.
Didn't,
I
we-
mean-
didn't isn't there a
Was
slightly
there something?
different version of him in the second one?
Hmm.
A
Maybe.
little skinnier.
I've heard Amity 2 is the best of the bunch. Wasn't it called The Possession or something? 'Cause
Yeah,
I,
Enemy to the Possession. And it's
I haven't seen
a
it.
bit brutal.
I guess we'll probably have to do it at some point, and then we can stop and never do another.
Well, wait,
Amityville
when
movie.
did this one come out? Like,
83.
what?
This one
83.
came out in 83, and
Oh, so it's
Amityville
probably
2
before.
came out in
maybe.
81.
Oh, we could do it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Amityville Horror came out in 79, so it's going to be in the 80s.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, there you go. That's our cast of characters and one cheese puff. What else we got there, Jeff Moore?
Well, you got me curious. I'll probably delete this, but I can't find anything that says Meg Ryan is married to John Mellencamp.
Am I mistaken?
Well, I can't. It's not listed in the places you would think.
I might be. Well, if I'm mistaken, then I'm an idiot.
I mean, they may have dated. I remember back in the day. Here we are, 136. John Cougar.
He's
Mellencamp
not
and
married.
Meg
Oh,
Ryan.
they're not married. They're just dating. Yeah, they're just dating.
Oh,
Or
okay.
have been dating. Yeah, she was married to Dennis Quaid until 2001.
Okay, but she actually dated and was briefly engaged to John Mellencamp.
There you go.
But they're not, I guess, now. So yeah, so I'm assuming
They
if he
ultimately
breaks-
broke up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, so you're saying there's a chance.
John Mellencamp admits he was a bad boyfriend to Meg.
No.
Oh, well,
I feel like she was crazy to leave Dennis Quaid. I'm sorry. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. I mean, Russell Crowe is just, he's okay, but like, he just doesn't seem like as good of a person or something, you know? Seems like trouble.
All right. Well, we do something.
Well, thanks for clearing that up, Jeff Crystal.
Oh, I had.
Yeah.
I just
I-
expected to see his name there under spouses by her,
yeah.
But oh man, I had the biggest crush on.
but I understand.
All through the 80s and 90s. Oh my god.
We don't.
I think lots of people did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sure. She was America's sweetheart for sure.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, heavens to Betsy.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Now a thing that we do called taglines with Chad, with the part of Chad played by Bill Mulligan,
AKA Crystal.
impersonating Crystal.
Mhm.
Boy, you need a scorecard to keep up with this. Well, here are the taglines for Amityville 3D. I haven't looked at these. I'm expecting some three-dimensional puns or something here. So let's see. Number one, inside these walls, nothing is impossible except survival.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Mm-hmm.
This picture is not a sequel to the pictures Amityville Horror or Amityville 2 The Possession.
Now that one's true.
That's-
we'll have to keep
That's
track. We have one
actually
true
what
one.
that says. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was on the posters. Yeah.
Amityville 2. Amityville 2 got quite a bit of backlash because of the violence in it. So they
Yeah.
they didn't want to be associated with it. So.
I
And
guess I'm
plus
gonna have to
there
watch
was
that.
all the Lux family stuff that was going on too.
Yeah. The most evil house on earth and its legacy of horror, which makes it sound a lot like a sequel to the other two Amityville movies, took place in the same house. But all right. Enter the
That's
gateway
weird.
to hell at your peril.
Okay.
If anyone needs to be warned not about what might happen when you enter the gateway to hell. Warning! In this movie, you are the victim.
Well, that is very interesting. I would never put that as my tagline.
No,
because
I
it
wouldn't.
makes the movie sound awful.
I don't even know. Yeah.
Did you pay for this? You're a victim.
This
By the
movie is
time you
definitely
leave
not
this-
that bad. Yeah.
You will be cursed to die within 7
We
days.
warned you. A new dimension in ultimate evil. Okay, so there you are. Here's your 3D thing. This time, the terror is on your side
What?
because it's
Okay.
jumping out of the screen onto you.
Well,
Or
I actually that was a Portuguese tagline that I translated,
Oh,
and I have no idea exactly what it was they were going at.
the other thing is
I
that
don't know.
that tagline could apply to almost every movie I ever saw in Times Square. The terror was definitely on the side of where I was sitting. When the worst of the depths comes to inhabit the world of men.
What?
That's another translation.
I think so.
What?
I think that
I
one
just thought it
swam
was
over
weird.
from humanoids from the deep or something.
How they look like from different.
There's another guilty pleasure.
Worst of the
Well-
depths. Well, there you go.
We
Okay.
appreciate it, Bill.
Oh, you're welcome.
And that's been Taglines with Bill.
Oh yeah.
Chad's our
Bill's.
hero, cool and rad. With him reading taglines, they can't be that bad.
Oh, your
Yeah.
Crystal's voice got very deep at the beginning of it.
I didn't know if that'd come through or if it. So now, before we move on, well, I'm going to throw the first poster up here, but I wanted to. Oh, we can do that after the posters. We'll see what we got here. So
Look at that! It's coming right out at you.
Oh, okay.
Did anybody see
Now-
a hand like that?
Warning, warning. In this movie, you are the victim. It makes more sense there. Okay.
Right.
So I see. Okay, fine.
It's coming out to get you. Yeah.
Yep. Grab you by the hair.
And notice how the letters for Amityville are arranged to look like they're wrapped around a curve.
Honestly, the best 3D in the whole movie was probably the opening titles. They really popped those right in your face. And I will say, it is funny when you go to see, I don't know anymore, most people have seen a 3D movie, but it was still relatively new back then. People were reaching out with their hands like idiots.
I took my grandkids to Avatar, I think. That was the big new fancy things, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And my grandson was doing that. He was probably, I don't know what, he's pretty young. He was pretty young. But he was doing that. I catch him looking up the screen and he's going. I thought it was great.
I did it for the silly fish and Jaws 3D. You remember the little fish?
I loved Jaws 3D. Okay. I love Jaws 3. I don't care. I think that movie is phenomenal. I love the concept. I love that they're underwater in that freaking like aquarium. It's y'all, whatever. That movie is amazing. I love Dennis Quaid. You know, I love Dennis Quaid, but I think that movie is awesome. I would love to see that in 3D. Actually.
All right. So I asked this. I mean, did I miss it? Is that hand ever in the movie?
No.
Not that it's reaching out of the house, but
I
just
remember. Looks like a slee stack from Land of the Lost.
Yeah.
I don't recall it being in there.
No, I don't remember it.
All right. What's this one?
Oh my.
Moly.
This is
from another
awful.
land.
No.
This is what, Indian?
Whoever that actress is on the bottom, whoever that's supposed to be, she's way scarier than the demon.
You know, that looks like oh God, what is her name? Bobby Breesy from Terrarium. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
That is so weird.
That's a
horrible poster.
Yeah, I wish. Hopefully, somebody will recognize the language in the alphabet, because I don't. And I looked at this on, and it didn't tell what country it was from.
I'm not gonna lie. This might be one of the worst posters we've ever seen.
It almost looks like one of those posters from like Ghana or something.
Yeah, it's super bad.
I mean, just imagine all these people, all these heads planted in your backyard, like in Motel Hell.
Yeah.
The monster. And anyway. All right. Had to get my Motel Hell reference in. And that's interesting. Oh,
this looks German.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to look that up, but I forgot. But I think it's
Zork.
I think it's worth it. So talk amongst yourselves here.
Yeah, there's a picture of
guy with the burn face.
Oh, he's all green. Ooh.
Yeah, ooh, pretty scary kids.
I mean, okay. When that thing jumped out, there was a couple of things where things would jump out of that water. But when that thing jumped out and got him and fried his face, and then he's like, ah!
Save yourself.
Yeah. And then I know, and then he's like, okay, I'm going to, it's just weird.
He sacrifices himself to save
Susan, go Susan. It's like, what on earth, dude? You think she's just going to be able to leave? And so we never know really if the daughter is released or not, honestly.
Or even was captured, right? Because we don't know if it was, they never really address it, whether she's really there or a total imagination.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, all we got at the end is that little fake looking fly from the Cars You Might Think video buzzing toward us in
No,
3D.
that's right.
I
That's
didn't
right.
get that at all. You know what? That reminded me of Ghost Story. And I can't remember if they used it much in the movie, but in the book, that's the entity occupies a moth type thing that flies around all the time. And when it shows up, they know something's going on. But I didn't get it here. They really, I mean, if that thing flies around and makes stuff happen, it's not really trapped in the well.
Yeah.
No. That tagline at the top, Das Grauen kehrt zurück. The horror returns.
Okay.
Okay.
That's an interesting way to get the horror of the series into the poster without using it on the title.
Hey, you didn't say I couldn't use the German word for horror.
That's right. And what does the poster have another poster on the side, or is that?
It looks like that. Yeah, it looks like the exact same image that we're looking at. And then why isn't there one on that image?
Only it's got the title at the top.
Yeah. What are they going after? That's weird.
No idea.
That's a
There's
good
a whole bunch of text in there too. I suppose that is very strange.
You can't read that?
Yeah.
I made my screen as big as it goes, and it was just a mess.
Some of these more obscure foreign posters, you're only able to find like a super low res version. And it's like, oh.
So they had trouble with this internationally in terms of title. First off, and I'm not even going to pretend to be saying this in the proper phonetics, but why is that missing some of it? Gosh darn, I hate. All right. Helva Dashuset 3D in Denmark translates to Hell House.
Hell House.
Amityville 3, El Pozo del Infierno. The Pit of Hell 3D in Spain. Husset Some Good Glumda 3 in Denmark. Another one. Then it says Den Slutliga for Bonelson. That's Sweden. For Bonel. The House That God Forgot.
Okay. Fine. Sure. Okay.
And then just The Final Curse and Amityville 3, The Demon, which was what they started releasing it as when people got ticked off and got the VHS and DVD, and it wasn't 3D. Because, stuff. I don't know. All right. Moving on. Let's take a look at this right off the bat. 3D. How does 3D work? So you want to talk about this, Bill?
Sure. So I thought people might be slightly interested in the whole idea of 3D. And here's the crazy thing. 3D has been around for a long, long time. You go all the way back to, even Victorian era, that when they invented photography, it wasn't too long before they realized that you could do things and wear special, but you always have to wear glasses. Every now and then someone claims, I got to do 3D without glasses. Like, no, you don't. That's a lie. The only ones that sort of get around that are those weird little little postcards you can get with the plastic lining on the front that makes it look like praying hands or something. But they still use the same thing. Here's the basic deal. You got two eyes. The eyes are, hopefully, unless you're a cyclops, separated on your face so that each eye is not seeing the same thing. And you can see this effect by putting a finger in front of you and closing one eye and then closing the other. And you can see the finger kind of jumps around because you're seeing it from different things. Your brain takes these two separate images, fuses them together, and now you're able to see depth. This is especially important if you're a carnivore, because you got to jump and attack something. You got to know how far away it is. If you're an herbivore, you can have the eyes on the side of your head because you're just looking for grass. You don't really need to, how far away it is. Just reach down and take a bite. But if you're a predator like us, you need to be able to, do that to catch your prey or frisbees. The way this works is you have two cameras spaced far enough away to imitate the human eye. And they look at something, they photograph it. That's easy enough. You have to be moving at the same time and everything. The tricky part is slapping it together and projecting it. You could do this with 2 different projectors. That's a bad idea because almost inevitably the projectors will get out of sync. Or there's different ways they would squash it down and have on the film the top part of the frame would be one side and the other frame would be the other. So you now have 2 images being projected, and what you would see is a double image. That's not going to work. So the easiest way to do it is have one image go through a blue filter, so it's blue, and have another image go through a red filter, so it's red. Now you still see a double image, but they're 2 different colors. Then you put on the glasses and you look at it and you realize this looks like garbage. Then you take the glasses off and flip them around the other way because they got to be blue on the left and red on the right. I went to see a 3D movie where somehow the glasses were printed incorrectly, and we're all like, "Rrr?" And some genius yelled out, "Flip the glasses around," and we didn't. Suddenly it was in 3D. Because that's what's happening. So the blue lens of your glasses erases the blue. It's gone. All you see is the red. The red side erases the red. All you see is the blue. And then your brain puts these 2 different images together, and now you see 3D. The problem is you're seeing 3D in black and white. This is the easiest way to do it because you can do it on any screen. For this film, they didn't use red and green, or red and blue, at least not the versions I saw. They may well have released that. I think it's called Anaglyph when they do that, because that can be projected on any screen. If you have a metal screen, you can then use polarized filters, which have the advantage of being able to do color. And I know this one was in color because I saw it in color.
Yep.
The Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is probably still the best 3D movie I've ever seen in 3D, because boy, that underwater photography in 3D is just absolutely magnificent. Every little bit of algae, every fish, you really felt immersed in it. Plus it's a kick-ass movie. That was in black and white, but this one was there. So that's how 3D works. Like I say, every now and then someone says they come up with a new idea, way of doing it that doesn't require glasses. Unless it's holography or something way set in the future, I don't see how that's going to be possible, because it's simply a way of imitating what you already see, and that requires 2 different images. And
and we talked about that, the red-green color in Mystery of the Wax Museum from 1933, about that thing. And this is actually kind of similar in that this is Aeroflex 3D, which I don't know. They said it really didn't look very good. Everybody thought it was going to be the second coming, but you had to be really good at setting it up and really good at projecting it. And the people out around the country weren't properly trained in setting up the projector.
I should say there is another 3D thing that a lot of the games used. Again, you're wearing glasses, but what they do is they actually have a shutter that just blanks out one eye, and then the other in really rapid succession, and is also showing different things. And that my stepson was playing a Batman Arkham Asylum game in 3D, and it was pretty cool.
Oh, that's interesting. But this one, when they had the pictures I saw, the cameras, and this is what's weird, because we looked at descriptions. I looked at a description and it said the Airflex used a single lens that was split down the middle, and then the images went through prisms and printed on the film. I don't remember which was which, left or right, but one was the top half and the other was the bottom half of the film, the whole shot, not just, and that then when it kind of reverses the process when you project it, and then you have polarized glasses that work with that. Somebody's going to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, and they're right.
That sounds correct. I wonder if that's also why watching some of the 80s 3D movies just on TV now, not in 3D, there's a kind of softness to them. I wonder if that's because there was degradation. If you're taking a normal frame, say a 35 millimeter frame, and then splitting it so you could have the 2 images, that means the images are being blown up to a greater degree than normal, like watching a 16 millimeter film, really.
Yeah. So it looked like they had like brackets somewhere on the film frame of these two different things, and then you had to line those corners up or whatever it was to be in the right place, so that the two
Yeah.
frames.
I'm pretty sure you had to have some special equipment at the projector booth, which is another reason why this fad did not last very long.
But you only needed one. Yeah.
So you can't just have, I'm wondering, can you not watch, a 3D movie in the red and blue, like on your television screen, and see it in 3D with your
you
glasses?
can. You can, and they do this occasionally. Every
Okay,
now and then
'cause
they'll
I'm
do a thing
confused.
where they say, we're going to show this movie. Elvira did it once, for a Halloween thing where they're going to show
I'll tell you what, the
3D.
red and blue always gave me a headache. So when they started coming out with these other ones, I immediately sort of was like, I don't want to go. That's too much
There's a
work.
few
And then,
problems,
but they made
yeah.
them much better.
There's a few problems with the red and blue, and one of them is you're watching on your TV, and unless the color has been calibrated correctly, if the red is not the same shade of red, then it's not going to work. Same with the blue, and that could be a problem because most people don't know how to calibrate their TV. They just use the same settings that they took it home with. And
all righty. Remember those old Polaroid sunglass commercials where they showed them looking in a swimming pool and there was sun glare on the surface of the pool and this woman was standing there, and when you put the glasses on, the sun glare went away and you could see her body underwater with the
lies.
All right. The director.
Oh, one last thing about 3D. All of us grew up with 3D because remember Viewmasters. Viewmasters were a great example of 3D.
Yeah, the stereoscopes too, the old style ones. I thought I read that started like around 1850s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
crazy.
Really very early on.
All right. I tried to look up. Yeah, I know Chris told me about this American, I can't remember the name of it now. American Widescreen Museum or something like that online. The site was down today. I could not get to it. So, all right. Richard Fleisher is a guy you should know his name of, and I'm not sure how many people actually do.
No, I'm surprised when I look it up. It's like, I did know that he made these films, but somehow I just don't think of him as a director that is celebrated for genre stuff. But I mean, Fantastic Voyage, Soylent Green, Conan the Destroyer, great stuff. 20,000 Leagues Beneath the Sea is one of the best of the Disney
that's awesome
summer fantasy movies.
Well, I
and
wonder
I got a fondness for Tora, although to me it's a missed opportunity because originally Akira Kurosawa was going to direct the Japanese parts of the film and Richard Fleischer the American parts, and Kurosawa was too much of a perfectionist and was fired from the film and almost killed himself over it. So
he also directed The Vikings in 1958, which was
that's a fun one. Yeah. He made a lot of really good movies.
Red Sonja.
Okay. He also made Red Sonja.
Dr. Dolittle, Boston Strangler, Che.
Mr. Majestic, followed by Mandingo.
Well, you can't win them all. So he is kind of a journeyman director in that there's no rhyme or reason to any of this. I wouldn't think, we're got to make this piece of crap Mandingo. Who should we get? How about the guy who did Fantastic Voyage? Is like, are you on drugs? Where did you get there from there? It's
well, I seem to remember that a lot of his movies, maybe not. I thought that he sort of had to come in and he was sort of a fixer that kind of came in. So this is another one we talked about recently. I think it was on Madhouse in the 70s, but he directed the noir film we brought up, His Kind of Woman, that Gregory and I were talking about, that stars Robert Mitchum, Vincent Price, and Jane Russell. It started out with John Farrow as the director, but Richard Fleischer finished it, and stories kind of mix up, like he just came in and shot the final scenes. And then other people say, no, he pretty much reshot the whole movie. So who knows? But it's a fun movie. And I mentioned it before on 70s, but Vincent Price plays this actor who is a ham swashbuckler in swashbuckling movies. he's always waving the sword and shouting out things. And in this movie, he dives into the action and decides to be what he's always played. And it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So I don't think you can look at one of Richard Fleischer's movie and go, oh, I could tell he directed it.
Yeah, no, he does not have to me, he doesn't have a distinctive style, but he's able to tell a story. I'll be interested to actually watch See No Evil and see about that. But yeah, he's just one of those directors who's good at what he does, but doesn't have a distinctive quality or something. There's nothing to grab onto and write a big essay about this is what makes a Fleischer film a Fleischer film. This is how I could immediately know. No, I didn't really feel that.
Did you guys were reeling stuff off. Did you mention the Boston Strangler?
No, he did that.
Yeah. And now get this. You would never look at these two movies and go, well, the same guy directed it.
Yeah.
The Boston Strangler followed by Che.
Well, Che's just terrible.
The movie about the Che Guevara movie. That's like,
Che is really terrible.
It's like a really boring documentary kind of. Almost.
It's got. I think it's if I'm right, it's got Jack Palance playing Fidel Castro with the fakest fake nose that has ever faked its fakey way.
And Omar Sharif plays Che Guevara.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Not good.
All right, moving on. Tony Roberts.
When I see this guy, I just think Woody Allen.
Yeah. I can't. The minute I see him, I start hearing those lines he used to say and Play It Again Sam about, for the next 30 minutes, I'll be at 852-555-1212. And then after that, I'll be at this.
Play It Again Sam was actually my first Woody Allen movie and still one of my favorites.
Oh, you don't have Serpico up there.
He was in a lot of great stuff. Not too much. And Annie Hall and Play It Again Sam are not genre films at all. I mean, $1 Million Duck is kinda, and Popcorn definitely is, but I just put them up there because I love both those films. He's not what I would usually consider like leading man stuff. I guess I'm just so used to seeing him as the second banana, the good-looking normal guy in a Woody Allen movie, but only good-looking normal because you're staying next to Woody Allen.
Well, he plays a pretty hard-hitted guy in this. That's for
yeah. Good actor though. Very good actor. Didn't even seem like he was acting some of the time,
I
But
think
always playing the straight man in the Woody Allen movies.
Well, and I read somewhere he was a friend of Woody Allen's too. Oh, The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 also. So it was in a. I didn't realize he had done that. Anyway, he does a good job here. What do we got next? We've got Tess Harper, who I think she has a look that doesn't really, it's not a distinctive look, but if you look at the movie she's in, oh, mercy. She's in a ton of stuff.
Not much genre stuff though.
No, but well-known things, I think. I saw some stuff right off the bat. No Country for Old Men.
So
That's
good.
great. That's an awesome.
Tender Mercies. The Jackal from 1997. What'd you say, Doc?
Silkwood.
Yeah. El Camino. More recently, the
movie. Oh, that's right. She was Jesse's mom, I think. So I mean, she's a good actress who is recognized as a good actress, and good filmmakers like having her in their films.
Yeah.
Which means she didn't have to do a lot of horror movies. So I think this might be her own really overtly horror movie.
111 films.
Yeah.
Or acting
credits. Yeah. So anyway, she does a great job, and I liked her part too, where she was kind of. I didn't totally understand their relationship. Had they already split at the beginning of this?
That's what I.
Or did that just happen when he bought the house and she said, "I ain't going there" or something?
I mean, why would you be going for his ex?
Okay. They have a discussion about divorce early on.
Okay.
That's when he's leaving to move into the house. They talk about divorce.
Yeah, when she's sitting, her character is sitting down in the basement alongside the well in that dream that Tony Roberts' character has. Now, what is The Turning? Isn't that no, it's just a drama. White supremacist returns to the hometown.
Oh my.
Oh, she was nominated for an Oscar.
For which film?
I'm waiting. Crimes of the Heart.
She is very much a drama actress. That's her. She's a good actress. She has the feel. She also, and I don't know if this is the case or not, but she has the vibe to me of someone who probably does theater.
Crimes of the Heart with Diane Keaton, Jessica Lange, and Sissy Spacek. I had forgotten.
See, they don't make movies much like that anymore.
So she got nominated for anyway. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. And next up is my favorite, Candy Clark. We've had her in a few movies too.
Candy.
Hey.
She's great. I really feel like
Cute.
I really feel like though that she never got her breakout role. She's so good, but all too often it's roles like this where she's there to die, especially in The Blob, where they, she's so likable, instantly likable, and you're like, well, she's gonna make it to the end. It's like she barely makes it to the second scene we see her in. The closest thing she had a leading role in was The Man Who Fell to Earth, which is a marvelous, crazy, weird movie.
I think do a lot of people remember her from American Graffiti?
Yeah, that's my first exposure.
She's great in Q, but she's had an interesting, odd career, and I think should have been in more.
Yeah, she's got a chance. Still hanging out with us.
Oh yeah, she's still with us.
She was in kind of an odd little movie that I reviewed when we were doing the 7-minute things, Doc, called Cold Moon. Which was about it was based on a book by Michael McDowell, Cold Moon Over Babylon. And she plays a mother, and boy, it's not a bad movie. I don't think it got much play. It's not ranked very highly, but
I did not remember that she was nominated for a Best Actress Academy Award for American Graffiti for supporting role.
Yeah, is that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah, it totally did.
Wasn't she also married to Marjo Gortner for like 3 days or something? A weird story about that.
That's a good, interesting question.
I think they made a movie together.
They were April 78 to December 79. So.
Oh well, that's better than I thought.
Year and a half or so.
Yeah. She saw him in Star Crash and was like, "I'm gonna marry that guy."
Well, she's still around.
She
was excellent.
I do like her death. I mean, I don't like her death because I didn't want the character to die, but it's a great death, and I love the fake out. That pipe coming at you.
Yes,
that was the scene I remembered the most.
But did it look like after when the dude opened the door that it looked like the pipe was through the body, the fried body? That was kind of weird. For just a second when he opened it, it was kind of weird to me.
Oh, also we had the skeleton reaching out, and then when we see it from another shot,
that whole scene was so weird.
Oh, you just brought
some slack. Come on.
Now, wait a minute. I'm going to go back to the scene where in the bathroom, Tony Roberts, John, he hears noise. He goes up there. The whole bathroom's full of steam. There's steam. It's just like shooting steam out of the faucet. He tries to turn it off. He screws around with it forever. He's down underneath, trying to crank on the pipes underneath the sink because the handle broke. And you see the wall moving towards him.
Yes.
Now, the thing that's weird about it is, on one shot, the shower curtain is pulled. And then on the next shot, the shower curtain's not there. And then on the next shot, the shower curtain's pulled again. You can't see that corner. It's very strange.
Crazy ghosts.
Moving the wall, making you see stuff. Anyway, all right.
Well, and then for him to still like not tell his daughter, absolutely don't come to this house. I mean, come on. That's crazy.
Well, this
Right.
guy was just, everything was like, oh yeah, water heater's screwed up, pipes are messed up, got to get a plumber or something. All right, Robert Joy, another quite recognizable character, actor.
I remember him best as the scarred character from Land of the Dead, and now I know how he got the scars.
How?
Because of that demon.
Oh, the demon. Okay, yeah. Okay, you got me. You got me.
The Hills Have Eyes. And more recently, we were talking about that before the show. He's in season 4 of From. Well, he must be in more than one. Must be in the older one too. I wonder if I missed it.
Yeah, he's in 3 for the second half.
Yeah, because she finds him in that world that last season, right? Yeah. When she gets out of the hospital, after she gets out of the hospital, right? She finds him. God, the seasons run together for me. So
I forget them. I forget them totally. I
so
forgot
don't
what
know.
we just started watching the second season of something, and they didn't even have a recap at the beginning of it. I'm like,
oh, yeah,
hey, that's your responsibility, man.
You'll remember.
You gotta do the recap.
All right. Lots of TV shows. Well, I swear there's some TV show I watched that he was a regular on, but I'm not seeing it. Did a few episodes of Crossing Jordan, but not many. Oh well. And then there he is in From.
Yes.
He was in 8 episodes of The High Life. So what you're thinking?
Oh, okay.
And 10 episodes of MDs.
Yeah, that I never saw, but
Okay.
Star Trek Voyager 1 episode.
He was in 165 episodes of CSI New York.
That could be it.
You think 165 episodes? 15 episodes of Julia. That's the cook, the Julia Childs. Is that
there was a show based on that. Wow.
What year is that, Doc?
That is 22, 23.
Holy cow.
And then he was in 15 episodes of that. He was in 8 episodes of The Institute, which was on last year.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I don't know what Snook Out on Bail is. He was in 7 episodes of that. He was Judge Bauer, but yeah.
All right. Moving on to the kids, Lori Loughlin, who most people now would know from Full House.
Yes.
But at the same time as she was doing this movie, she was doing like 500 plus episodes of The Edge of Night.
Oh,
soap opera.
She looks like such a kid here.
Oh, well, she is. She's not even.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I think she's barely 18 when she's doing this.
Yeah, I'm thinking she was a teenager in The Edge of Night.
Yep.
I'm looking. Is this one of those ones that they don't? Okay, born in 64. So, yeah, in 80, 16. Here she was
18 or 19.
18, 19 when they filmed it. And she was the right person for this part because she plays. She comes off as a more quieter, introspective. She does it well. And Lisa, she pretty much does whatever Lisa wants her to do.
Yes.
And a very interesting hairdo. Help me out there.
Who, Lisa's?
Yes.
Yeah, it's horrible. I don't even know. It's like,
I feel like if there was some famous person with their hair like that, I don't know.
Boy.
Here she is, Meg Ryan.
I mean, that looks a little better without that brushed all like that. Like the top one is horrible. The bottom one where it's kind of, that's much better.
Kind of reminds me of Daniel Boone with the coonskin cap, but I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a hat.
Cap,
it doesn't look like hair, but Meg Ryan looks great with short hair. Like she looks better with short hair actually, which is kind of wild. She really does, though. But maybe not that exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They styled her better later on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she kind of made her chops in rom-coms right around 1990. Isn't that about when all those came out? The one I was trying to think of was Courage Under Fire. That's the one where she does not play the chirpy, spacey.
I loved her in Inner Space.
Oh, yes. I loved Inner Space.
Yeah,
Who's in that? Who's in that, Chris?
Dennis
Quaid.
Quaid.
Harry Met Sally was 89. Joe versus Volcano. She plays 3 roles in that, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
She
that
was
movie.
cute in that.
People don't like that movie, but it's another one of those movies.
Is that
I thought it was
Tom
cute.
Hanks?
Just, mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes.
Where they
He's
have to
Joe.
go into the volcano. There's
Okay.
sacrifice.
But all those
Silly, but
the Doors as well. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Harry Met Sally. Oh, DOA. I think that's Dennis Quaid too, isn't it?
Might be.
It is. It is.
Yes. DOA.
You got mail?
That was the other one I was thinking of. There's another one where, and maybe that's
She made a film with Wolverine. Hugh Jackman.
Oh.
Kate and Leopold.
oh, okay. I've heard of that.
I mean, just in the 80s.
Yeah, she's a good actor.
I mean,
Oh,
You
yeah,
Got
she's a
Mail
great
and
actress.
Harry Met Sally.
You've Got Mail was 98, so that whole decade is kind of
She's
French Kiss.
seared into Hollywood history.
When a Man Loves a Woman. I mean, Prelude to a Kiss. The Presidio. Forgot about that one.
Presidio.
All right. I'm not going there. And The Monster.
Yes.
Now,
See, I like it. I like the monster a lot. I don't know. It's cool to me.
I wrote this down because I recognized his name. But the credits it said Makeup Illusions, John Caglione Jr. And then there was a Makeup Illusions crew. And John Caglione is a guy, just to place him, won Best Oscar for Achievement in Makeup for Dick Tracy. And he was nominated for The Dark Knight. So this guy is pretty well known. And I didn't ask him, but I think Ralph worked with him. I didn't really look at
cool.
the credits here. But anyway, so I don't know what Makeup Illusions are. Is that what Makeup Illusions are?
Yeah.
Combination of light and...
It's more than a makeup. You talking about the creature? Like,
yeah,
that's more than a makeup illusion.
This was a problem for a long time. Oscar for makeup and everything.
What do you call
There's
it?
people who think makeup
that
as
makes more sense.
making up someone to be made up, and then make up special effects. And so I forget. I don't know exactly how Oscars do it nowadays, but I think there's makeup and makeup effects are 2 different categories. Maybe I'm wrong.
It should be.
It should be, because they really should not be
totally
competing
different.
with each
Like,
other.
yeah.
You
That's crazy.
Whoever did the work on, Devil Wears Prada did a fantastic job, but they're not doing the same thing that Rick Baker does.
Mm-hmm.
And they shouldn't be competing.
But this should be, I mean, I could see us talking about makeup effects if we're referring to his burned face, but this is definitely creature effects, which is also different from what would be makeup special effects.
Right.
So there's a lot. There's a lot happening here.
His bio, John Caglione Jr.'s bio says he began to take flight at the age of 16 upon meeting his hero and makeup maestro Dick Smith. While in high school, John worked as a dental technician in Albany, New York, while honing his prosthetic makeup techniques under the generous guidance of Dick Smith.
I should have hung out with that guy.
And I thought it said he recommended the 18-year-old to the NBC TV New York makeup department. at the age, I suppose at 18. Yeah, recommended the 18-year-old.
Nice.
Which was not particularly glamorous, but let's see. Dick Tracy, Zelig, The Dark Knight, Edge of Darkness. I know he's done some. He's mostly, he kind of looks like, The Tick.
The Tick.
The Tick. That's a fun one.
TV series. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Winter's Tale. So yeah, a wide variety of stuff.
Okay.
Oh, he did The Departed too. So he probably did a lot of gunshot holes.
Yes. Quest for Fire, Basket Case. There we go.
Oh.
Here we are.
What?
The Hunger makeup assistant for the New York unit. Amityville 3D, Chud.
Judd.
Makeup creator. I just had to get back into the early times, and then The Blob, of course. I knew I'd seen it, and he was on it says New York crew for The Blob. Poltergeist 3. Anyway, You're the Dragon, Manhunter, special makeup designer. So yeah,
He did a thing or two.
early start.
Yeah. Jeez.
This was, I don't know, like his 6th movie, I think. Yeah. All right. Friday the 13th Part 2 was the first one. All right. Anything else we want to say?
Yeah, it's. I think the only place it's playing is Tubi.
Right now, yeah. And Tubi has the little timer next to it, like it's going to drop off. I wonder if it's going to drop off June 30th. This won't go live till July. So it'll pop up someplace else. Oh, I look up so many of these while we're doing them. Let me look just to be sure, because I was might be thinking of a different one here.
Yeah, I want to watch it again because my 3D TV also has a converter in it. And I bet it can convert this one pretty well.
Oh, that sounds fun. Does it work well? Do you have to have?
No, it never works well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's very awkward. No, but the 3D movies that are made for it look fantastic. Like I have a copy of what's the first one that came out, Bill, in the 80s that started it all?
For what? For
3D.
Well, there was coming
at you. Yes, I have a disc of that in 3D, and it looks fantastic. Oh my god, it's 3D. It's a terrible movie, but the 3D in it is fantastic.
So now this is streaming on the Roku channel, Tubi, and YouTube TV, or you could rent it for $4 from Fandango at Home.
Don't rent it.
That's it.
Wait for it to be free. Or go see it in the theater if they're playing a 3D copy. If they're playing it in 3D.
Okay.
Which one did we see, Bill, when they played the 3D movies here in
Parasite?
Yeah, Parasite.
How did I know that?
And what was the other one? We had like 4.
Well, there was, I think Friday the 13th Part 3, which was a good one. There just weren't that many really good ones.
What was that?
Ape was in 3D.
Oh, Ape. I have Ape in 3D on DVD. Oh, and
yes.
That doesn't look great at all, but it's so much fun.
All right. I think that's it. Anybody got,
Nope.
There was someplace I saw, part of the early to mid 80s cycle of 3D movies include Star Chaser, Metal Storm, The Destruction of Jared Sin, Jaws 3D, Parasite, Amityville 3D, The Man Who Wasn't There, Silent Madness, Dogs of Hell, Coming at You, Friday the 13th Part 3, Space Hunter, Adventures of the Forbidden Zone, and Treasure of the Four Crowns.
Oh my God, Treasure of the Four Crowns has got an insane.
A lot of stinkers there. They should have released it in Smell-O-Vision too.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, I think we do have one piece of feedback.
Oh no. Feedback.
We'll take that in. And that
Interesting.
is on Slumber Party Massacre. Crystal, you want to take that one? That's the Man Cave Man.
The Man Cave Man. Okay. I always enjoy watching this one. I first found the DVD in the early 2000s. I can see both the parody and feminist aspects. It's a mix of both, but there are times the humor, which is very funny. The girl eating the slice of pizza after the pizza delivery guy is slaughtered, and the girl in the fridge, which always makes me laugh out loud, takes over, but it's not obtrusive to me. Remember the character Breather? I think was his name, on Elvira's movie Macabre, the one who would make obscene calls and whose face was all covered with oil. That's who the killer reminds me of. I don't know what that is, but that sounds funny. Like,
Does that ring a bell to anybody? Breather?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
No.
We did not, Iowa.
The one who would make obscene calls and whose face was covered with oil. What is it, like the greasy strangler?
Oh my God, that's a different movie altogether.
That's funny. I kind of want. I wonder if you can watch that stuff like Elvira's movie Macabre. Like, is it? Does that? It's not airing anywhere, is it? It was just kind of something you had to catch at the time, probably. I don't remember that at all, but I didn't get to watch a lot of that stuff. It's really late.
There's
Yeah.
commercial. There's an ad for this.
Oh,
shows
okay.
The guy that played him is John Paragon as Breather on Elvira's movie Macabre. That's exactly what he looks like. Elvira,
Okay, now I really want to see it. I'm like,
Elvira
okay, now-
answers the phone, and he's going, and she goes, "Oh, it's you." Anyway, all right. Did we finish that?
Thank
one?
you.
I remembered the whole
Thank
thing.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for
Hey,
your comment.
Caveman. Appreciate it,
Caveman.
dude. Plenty of ways to stay in touch with us. Please send feedback to feedback@gruesomemagazine.com, or you can leave comments on Gruesome Magazine's YouTube channel or Gruesome Magazine's H&R and DOH podcast Facebook group. All right. That's it for this episode, but every 2 weeks we focus on a specific film released between 1980 and 1989. Next up, we tackle one chosen by me,
Uh-oh.
and I chose Psycho 2.
Oh, good,
Okay.
good choice.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Excellent
currently
choice.
streaming on Prime and Fossum,
Awesome.
like
Awesome.
awesome with an F, which
Okay.
seems to me to be like Tubi, as far as I
Oh,
can tell.
excellent. Nice.
So, check that one out.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
looking kind of forward to that. Love me some Norman Bates.
Yeah.
It actually is good.
Yeah.
No, it is good. Like
No
some
reason to
people
be as good as
actually
it is.
Mhm.
said that they kind of prefer it to the original, which I think that's going too far, but it's
I
just
don't
see
different.
that.
It's mm-hmm.
Thanks to all the Group believers for sticking with us, and make some comments. Have you seen this movie? When did you see it? Do you plan on seeing it?
Yeah.
Check it out.
You dare see it.
You dare.
And comments. We just like comments so much. It's like
Oh yeah.
for me, I could live on popcorn, pizza, and ice cream if they had the right
Sounds
nutrients.
good.
But
Yeah.
I could just eat that all day, and that's what comments are like for me. We need more ice cream.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Something. Thank you, Bill, Doc, and Crystal.
Yay.
Say good night.
Good night.
Night, everybody.
Good night.